Hey everybody, we're back for another weekly ALDI haul. Thanks for joining me, and to all my subscribers, thank you very much. I hope you all had a safe, if not subdued, holiday weekend, and we are gearing up for 2021 as indicated by these calendars. So this haul is kind of tiny because I did a lot of shopping at the Asian market to get some ingredients like tahini, for instance, that Aldi doesn't carry. And also, I'm preparing one special dish for the new year, which I'll get into later. Okay, so real quick, we have here a whole gallon and a half gallon of milk. As usual, the whole gallon is for my partner's mother and the half gallon is for us. And also, I do plan to bake this this dessert that I grew up eating. It's called butter mochi, and it needs a lot of milk. And we've only got maybe third of a container left from last week. The big dog's been drinking a lot of milk, so I had to get another half gallon of milk. And then we have here our 12 large golden hen eggs. We were home for the Christmas weekend, so we did make breakfast a few times. So eggs are always great in the morning. Then we have here my usual 3 sweet bell peppers. This time there are 2 orange and 1 yellow. This is partially for lunch, but also I'm going to make some stir-fried noodles, and I do like to have peppers in my stir-fry. And then I've got here a bag of yellow onions. That's just for our regular cooking, be it stir fry, whatever else I plan, whatever else. But I also got some red onions because that is going to be in a dish we're using actually tonight. We're going to be having it tonight. I am making some non traditional but hopefully good instant pot chicken shawarma. And I'm going to use like a mesh of 2 recipes I found online. They call for cooking it with a yellow onion. And then one of the recipes, instead of eating it over rice or something, they wrap it up in some pita. So I got pita bread here, and we're going to slice up some red onions, put it in the pita. Also, have some cucumbers inside of the pita along with the chicken. And then I had bought from the Asian market some chickpeas and tahini because I am going to make my own hummus. And I'm also going to make my own white sauce to go inside the pita. So you'll have white sauce, you'll have hummus, you have cucumber, red onion, and of course the chicken shawarma. So it's not going to be apparently the traditional chicken shawarma that's on a spit, but they use a lot of seasonings and just looks really flavorful with all those spices. So we're going to give it a try. And it looks like a really easy recipe. So that's dish number 1, and it happens to be for tonight. Then here we have honey wheat bread by Love and Fresh. This is for sandwiches, but also for those holiday mornings. We ate a lot of toast, and we've got the New Year coming up, and we'll be home for New Year's Day. So we can make more toast. But for the sandwiches, since I don't need a whole pound of meat, I bought this little bit more expensive. It's $2.99 for half the amount, but it's the buffalo style chicken breast. This one has a nice flavor, and like I said, we've got leftover cold cuts, so I didn't want to buy a whole nother pound because it might be wasteful. And then for the sandwiches, we also have some sharp cheddar, but this also goes really well when I make those scrambled egg, grilled cheese, cold cut toasted sandwiches for the big dog. So all of these will come in handy, especially this bread. Okay, and then we have here some Countryside Creamery unsalted butter. I do cook with butter, but also, like I mentioned, for the butter mochi, you need lots of butter. So I had to get a whole box of butter. Okay, back here we've got the Carlini pure olive oil. Now, I have a friend who is driven crazy by the fact that I buy this cheaper olive oil in a plastic bottle. But so for Christmas, she went and bought me an expensive bottle of olive oil. So we're going to use that for the dishes that require good olive oil. Like, in fact, tonight's chicken shawarma and hummus, I will use her expensive olive oil. But I like to use olive oil when I air fry my sweet potatoes. And really, I don't think I need the expensive olive oil. So we're going to use, just for air frying this, or maybe even, French fries. I don't know, stuff that we tend to just quick air fry. I will use the cheaper olive oil. And then I have here some pure vegetable oil. Mentioning air frying, we do air fry a lot, and we finally got a decent oil sprayer. A couple years ago, I bought a Misto, and it worked well for a while. Then it got clogged up, so I cleaned it out really well, soaked it overnight in hot soapy water, and then it worked for a few months, and then it stopped working. So I cleaned it all again, thinking, okay, I've done this before, and it just didn't work the same. It doesn't. I don't know if it's the pump, the nozzle, the little filter part that goes in the oil, but something's not right. It doesn't pump right. So the big dog got frustrated, and we went to the grocery store, and he happened to see another oil mister, same style as the Misto. Bought it, barely works. We had to return one already, and so that one is probably going to go in the trash. So I finally broke down and bought a more expensive Evil oil sprayer, and oh my god, it worked wonders. So last night, using our Evil sprayer, we made breaded garlic shrimp in the air fryer. What we did was we took the shrimp and we tossed it with a mix of a little bit of salt and pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and panko breadcrumbs. Spritzed it with the vegetable oil from the Evil Mister, and wow, it was so good. So they still have these seasonal raw peeled medium shrimp that is deveined, the tail is off, the skin is off. So it's so easy just to frost it and you make your shrimp dish. So after last night's success with the panko breaded air fried shrimp, the big dog is like, please get more shrimp if you can find it. So that we've got some shrimp we can air fry. And also, that will go great in my New Year's Eve noodle dish. I'm going to stir fry some noodles, like I said, with the red peppers. I'm definitely going to put shrimp in there because we'll share it with his mother, and she loves shrimp. Okay, speaking of shrimp, the big dog has been on a shrimp kick lately. So this was in the special ALDI Finds freezer. And so it's just, some fried breaded butterfly shrimp. This would be perfect to just throw in the air fryer for maybe 10 minutes, and it'll be ready to go. So I think this would be a quick lunch for the days that we are home. And let's see, here we've got some salsa con queso by Casa Mamita. I really like this cheese dip. I made a cheese dip last week for the big dog, and he really liked it, but he's been itching for some queso type dip, so I told him I would buy this bottle, and so we'll see how he eats up this week. And then, speaking of snacks, we've got his roasted unsalted pistachios by Southern Grove as usual. And then last week I bought for the big dog to try these Baker's Treats mini blueberry muffins, and he really liked it. At first he was a bit surprised when he opened it up and saw that they come in packets. I think there are 4 or 5 in each packet, and he's like, oh, that's a lot of muffins. But he enjoyed it, and it's perfect to just grab a pack and throw it in his bag to take to work, or at night when he's jonesing for a sweet treat, we have some muffins. Okay, then we have here his usual genuine Faygo cola. I did finally try it, and I think what he likes is that it's not as sweet as Coke, for instance, and there's a different flavor to it. I don't know if you would call it spicy, but it does taste different, and because it's not as sweet, I think that's what I liked about it. But he loves the soda, so thankfully they had it again, so I bought another 12-pack for him. Now, I couldn't help but look at the ALDI finds. They had a lot of good holiday clearance, but I really don't need any of those things. We were hoping that they had the Ambiano air fryer. He just wanted to give that a try, but they only had 2 coffee makers. One was an espresso maker, and one was a dual coffee maker. I think you can make a cup and a pot. Oh, it looked really tempting because we love our coffee, but we don't have the counter space for all those coffee machines. So it was just nice to look. But I couldn't resist and I bought two 16-month calendars. They were on sale. I think they were like $4. So we have cats, these adorable little kitties, and then we have one with dogs. And got these cute dogs here. So one's going to hang in the house, the other I will take to work. So anyways, that is my whole haul. Thanks for joining me, and I hope everybody has a good 2021. Happy New Year, and let's hope it is a lot better than 2020 was. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and I will see you next time. Thanks. Bye. Hey, so at the end of my video last week, I put up a little list of what we were planning to make for Christmas dinner, and we did go ahead with that meal plan. So I have included here just a montage of pictures of our meal, which includes some overviews, and it shows specifically our Asian fusion garlic noodles, our shrimp fried rice, our two types of Chinese greens, our kalbi, which is a Korean barbecue short rib, or is it spare rib, and some steamed broccoli and fried chicken wings in the air fryer, and some sous vide steak. So just wanted to show you, it took about 4 hours of labor in the kitchen between me and the big dog, but we got it done.